Chipotle. Don't order their tacos. Not because they're like bad or anything, but their taco dishes are only half portions for the same price. Get a burrito. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I don't know about you guys, but ever since, I've been in lockdown the second time, I've really started to take my health seriously. Like I stopped ordering out unnecessarily. I started cooking for myself. I, started working out every day, taking my vitamins. And I mean, you don't necessarily need to tell me this, but like fast food, I know it's easy, but during this time, we really got to be taking care of ourselves. Interestingly, I found an article where fast food workers share items from the menus of like famous fast food chains that you should stop ordering and why. So, who's ready to feel totally guilty because they've eaten these things? Probably me and probably you, but that's okay. Wendys Chili. I didn't even know Wendy's had chili. So chili, not just from Wendy's, but anywhere in the fast food industry, it's known for being in storage for a really long time. Just don't order it. I think that could probably be true for like Tim Hortons as well. I wonder if the Wendy's Twitter account would get cause that's fire, yo. So according to this article by Mashed, you should never order chili at Wendy's. Wendy's chili is made from expired burgers. Stop. One Wendy's shift manager exposed on Reddit via So Yummy the fact that all the chili meat comes from burgers that have stayed too long on the grill and are now too old, hard, and dried out to be disguised under any amount of cheese, pickles, ketchup, and other toppings. Oh, this is the ultimate comeback. If you ever get in a fight with a Wendy's Twitter account, just bring up the chili. So it's not just the meat. The beans are bad as well. So the beans started out dried, not canned. The chili needs to be cooked for 4 hours in order for the beans to soften, but it's not worth mentioning that raw or uncooked kidney beans can be highly toxic. I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, that's scary. All right, well, I didn't even know that Wendy's had chili, but thank you for that. I'll never order it from there. I would imagine that buying chili from a fast food restaurant is probably a bad idea in general. Just make your own, guys. It's so easy. So Five Guys fries. Five Guys make their fries with peanut oil. It's not healthy for you. 953 calories. That is a lot. That is like half your calorie intake. So if you're gonna order the Five Guys fries, just make sure it's not anything more than the little ones. Interesting. All right, moving on. Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared to read this, guys. I always get a tuna sandwich at Subway with bacon on top. No. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read it. The tuna sits out for a long time before being replaced and sometimes might even be expired. Oh, stop. According to a Redditor, the process comprises of draining huge cans of tuna, adding a huge bag of mayo, and then mixing it with their hands. I don't know why that grosses me out so much more because like now we live in the day and age where like I don't want anybody to touch my food or breathe on my food or anything. I'm upset about this, like genuinely upset because that is like my sandwich. A 6-inch tuna sandwich with bacon on top, not toasted. I don't know if I can ever eat it again after this. I probably will still eat it. Come on, it's healthier than other things. Not really, it's Subway. Oh, this is gonna ruin me too. From Shake Shack, the double smoke stack. This is Shake Shack's version of a double bacon cheeseburger. It might be tasty, but it sure is not good for you. The burger contains 1,895 milligrams of sodium. That's all of your recommended sodium intake in one sitting. So basically what you're telling me is I'm probably gonna be really dehydrated after eating. But Shake Shack is so good. We don't have Shake Shack in Canada and it's really depressing. Every time I go to the States, I try and find one. Arbys roast beef is a top menu item, but it comes in a paste that's dried in the oven. If you're ordering in the early hours, you might receive yesterday's leftovers. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna ruin the truth about Arbys roast beef. Sorry, let me just see. Okay, so that is actually an urban legend that's been debunked. There's no truth to the story and their roast beef is completely beef. But it does come packaged in a weird solution. Wait, what? Each Arby's location received their roast beef in airtight bags, and when they get it, it does look sus. Kind of grayish and rather soft and squishy. There's also a gelatinous broth the meat is soaking in. I'm sorry. I don't really eat at Arbys anyway. Sorry if you guys eat at Arbys, but I lost my appetite. And this one is one for the people who always order popcorn at the movie theater. According to past employees, we all know that movie theater popcorn is ridiculously overpriced. And someone actually corrected me in a video that I did and said that the popcorn prices are actually what pay the employees, I think. But what you didn't know is that the popcorn might actually be left over from the night before. Also, you should probably know that the butter on movie theater popcorn isn't really butter. It's just artificial flavoring. Little Caesars breadsticks. And I know you guys are not ready to hear this because Little Caesars breadsticks are like the best thing ever. I'm sorry guys, I'm just looking outside and it is snowing and sunny. I'm gonna take a wee video here because it is beautiful. Just take a moment and smell the flowers. Increase my watch time. Snowing and sunny. How about that? Is there such a thing as a snow rainbow? Because if there was, it would probably be happening right now. That's beautiful. How lovely. Continued. All right, I'm also delaying it because I'm really not ready to hear this. I love Little Caesars breadsticks.
No.
Crazy bread at Little Caesars is just the same dough as the pizza crust, but apparently it's the fake butter that according to employees is bad. So the bread is baked in garlic butter that might be a few days old. It's slathered in imitation butter that doesn't have to be refrigerated. None of the former employees were sure what the imitation butter was actually made of. So just soaked in butter, which means that each breadstick is at least 100 calories, 3 grams of fat, and 130 milligrams of sodium. You're never just gonna eat one though, let's be honest. It's crazy bread, it's delicious. Word of advice, guys, just make garlic bread at home. It probably tastes the same and it's probably way better for you. And it's super easy to make. That was upsetting. I do love Little Caesars crazy bread. I'm like salivating just thinking about it. All right, here's another one. For those of you who like to hit up 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee, I used to do that a lot. Like go to 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee on a hot day. So you probably already know that these things are like packed with sugar, but here's the kicker. The machines are rarely cleaned, which means that they're probably full of mold. And based on stories that I've done at IO, anything with ice, anything that's cold, like, just places where they scoop the ice, and even a Slurpee machine, if any bacteria gets in there, it breeds and just multiplies, which is why there's been studies done that there's like poop in frappuccinos because employees don't wash their hands and then they go to the ice machine and like scoop out a bunch of ice and then the bacteria in there just cultivates and boom, you got frappuccinos with poop in them. But as always, I am going to look this up. Yes, and there is an article that does say a former employee on Reddit said the amount of mold in these machines would crush your childhood into a pulp. Yeah. Also adding on to that, another employee said the nastiest thing to eat there is not the Slurpees, it's the pizza by the slice. Well, I could have told you that. We are told that they only stay in the heat box for an hour, but encouraged to keep them for almost 4. Apparently after a few hours, the pizza by the slice tastes like cardboard. Yeah, I've always thought of that. Like when you're really, really drunk and there's nothing around except for a 7-Eleven and you just order it because it's terrible. And you should also avoid eating the hot dogs too. But other employees said that they've seen employees rotate the hot dogs with their bare hands. Yucky. All right, moving on. Am I just like ruining your childhood, guys? Sorry. All right, any food item at Starbucks. Any food item at Starbucks comes packaged and frozen. It's not fresh. Like granted, if you have nothing else to eat, it's not the worst option. It's gonna be, I don't know, there's probably like quality control, but everything that you eat at Starbucks is prepackaged. KFC, the barbecue chicken. Like when I tell you that I completely avoid KFC at all costs because every time I eat it, I feel like a dump truck. But barbecue chicken specifically, according to one employee, their barbecue chicken sandwiches are stale. It's reported that KFC soaks it for an entire month before serving. We are gonna look this up. So that one is it's a bit testy, all right? Could be a disgruntled employee that said that. I'm not seeing any immediate articles that say the truth about it. Yeah, that one is on the sketchy side. I just wouldn't eat KFC in general. That's just my opinion. So Taco Bell, this one's gonna upset some people. If you have any food allergies, avoid eating here, because it's pretty much a guarantee that they're gonna cross-contaminate the food. They even note on their website that they can't guarantee that if you have a serious food allergy, it's not gonna affect you. All right, guys, those were some fast food items that you should probably stop ordering, like now, like right now, okay? Promise me. Just learn how to make it. Look, if you want something from a fast food joint, there are countless recipes online of like people who've tried to make it and tried to get the recipe right. It might not be totally exact, but at least you know it's not full of like fake butter, you know? Like that's like the main thing, right? Food when you eat out is full of butter, and that's what makes it super, super unhealthy. And it's also full of sodium. So guys, I hope you are all taking care of yourselves right now. Make sure you eat healthy. I love you lads. Subscribe!